Look, this is not going to be a full edit video. I'm just going to post it up out there. Yes, I'm being lazy, whatever. I don't care because this is a situation that I think a lot of people make in this community that and adore. You know who I am. I'm a type of person who look at this stuff, laugh about it, make my content, try to be entertaining. I'm pretty much the low end of the salt nation, if that makes sense. Even though I don't think myself as a salt producer. And what I mean by salt, I'm talking about these irate fanboys, fangirls who goes on the deep end and is actually kind of ridiculous in my opinion. I laugh about it. I think it's funny as crap, but you got people who take it serious. And the one group that take it so much serious is the PlayStation fanboys. Like Reforged Gaming, Dreamcast, JTech, uh, uh, Broken Games, all those people. And one dude that took it too far is Xvolt. Xvolt took it too far. I went to work. I was doing my job. Then I saw, oh no, it's Alex post up, Sir Bruv post up. If you're watching Sir Bruv, I'm going to link your video in the description. I'm just going to put it out there because on a real note, this take it a little bit too far. If you're going to hear me say Adobe, it's not because of the program. It's the Adobe PDF or EDP 445 if you don't know what the situation is. Xvolt Gaming, congratulations. You want to know what the real salt is? You got it. We're going to talk about what you did. And we're going to watch Sir Bruv. Please support Sir Bruv. He deserves it all day, every day. He's a neutral gamer. He play on every platform except for PC because I think he's getting a PC. Don't know. We're glad to have him in the community producing salt, and he's growing. He's a great content creator, and he's awesome. But what we're going to do is we're going to listen to him. Please check out his video. He deserved the views. Let's just get into it real quick. Again, I'm not editing anything. You saw me mess up right there. I just clicked on the wrong thing. But let's go ahead and watch Sir Bruv talk about X Volt. And trust me, tomorrow, if I'm off, we're going to stream X Volt and we're going to destroy him.
What's up, everyone? Now, look, I wasn't going to cover this initially. I was just going to let this lie and leave it to rest. But over the last few days, it's really been starting to gnaw at me a little bit. It just doesn't sit well with me at all. So let me give you some idea what I'm talking about. So, as many of you know, I did a video on Xvault Gaming. This video right there.
Which I'm going to agree. He is a liar. He tried to produce salt. If you don't know, because we're going to watch his videos because he deserves all the criticism in this point. He is a liar and he don't do research. No wonder people call him a koala. Koala? I'm about to go into him. I don't care because when you do this to a wholesome guy, you cross the line.
Whereby I'm just going through his video and rebuttaling some of the things he said. Anyway, this led to me and him having somewhat of an exchange on Twitter, which was inevitable. It happens every day. That's not big news, right? But because he was struggling to deal with the points that I was raising, my man Xvault resorted to insults, which again we expect on Twitter.
Which insults is fine, it's criticism, but what he did went too far.
It's all right. But Xvault called me a nonce.
I don't know what that word is, but I found out later, and I will never use that word. Look, Sir Bruv, I feel sorry. As the gaming community, we never want to say that to you. And that word right there is banned from my dictionary. Even though I never used it, I want to give you word from me that I will not use that word. Okay? I'm just going to use Adobe. Adobe suck. So yeah.
Now, if you don't know what a nonce is, it's the worst possible thing you can call someone in the UK. This is what nonce means.
A person who commits a crime involving sex, especially sex with a child or a minor. Yeah, yeah, that's horrible. It's like the N word with black people, even though they use it towards each other, which doesn't make sense. It's like that. So that's crazy.
So when you call someone a nonce, you're calling someone a PDF. You're calling someone a, you know, pedo. You're basically insinuating, directly, publicly accusing me of being involved with.
It's funny, y'all know I have a little sister, and she's been on my channel before, and you know, some of my viewers thought that was my girlfriend, which no, that's my little sister. They apologize. I'm cool. Hey, it's cool. That's just my little sister. I love her to death. But yeah, I will never even think about doing that with someone even close to that age.
Children. It's the worst possible thing you can call someone. Now, my response to this was, well, I'll show you. This was my response.
I'm a EDP now. Interesting. Didn't you once call Alex something similar too? Are you projecting there, buddy? Something you want to open up about. No need to throw around insults. A man of your age resorting to calling me a EDP, haha, touch a nerve, am I? And what I'm gonna say is, excuse me, what I would say is, hey, that's a honest reaction that he made. He even though that was insulting to him, he went and told Xvault off as simple as this, as nice as possible. But again, Xvault, going to keep it real. Let's keep it real. Have you used the B word towards Mexicans or W words towards Mexicans? I'm sorry, Hispanics. Sorry, trying to get the terminology right. Have you used those words to Hispanic? The B word, the W word? Have you used the C word towards women? Have you used the N word towards black people? Have you used the M word towards little people? Have you used the R word towards the not mentally there type of people? I'm trying to be PC about it because I'm not really getting off on that part. So, Xvault, do you use those words? If you use them, it seems like you're getting a little bit too deep into this console war, and you're like, if there's no console war, you're getting into this so-called console war, and you're like about 50, maybe 60. So let's just chill with your. I don't even think I want you near your grandchildren at this point.
So I called him out for calling me such a thing. I thought it was a really strange thing to say, especially
Agree.
since I'd heard in the grapevine that apparently he once called Alex something very similar.
Agreed. And again, do you have evidence that he does this thing? If you don't, then you're actually ruining his demeanor towards the world because he's on the internet. Just because I want to explain this at the end of the video because I want this to be at the end of the video.
His defense to
Xvault, if you're watching this, stay towards the end of the video so I can explain you why we talk about Sony fanboys more than any other fanboys.
Calling me this was a strange one, and this is what really exposes him for being the toxic, horrible person that he really is.
Yeah,
so
you are.
His defense
you
to this was basically to say he didn't realize what a nonce was. Now, there's a few layers to this I want to unpack.
Again, I didn't know what it was until I saw this video and he explained it to me. And now since I know what that word is, I'm telling you this right now, Sir Bruv, I will never use that word, even though I never knew what the word is. That's coming from me to you. I will never use that word in my whole entire, from now on, I will never use that word, even though I never even heard of the word. It will never come out of my mouth.
Firstly, why not just leave the point as it was? This isn't Spider-Man.
Yeah, keep it to a point. Keep it to the argument. But you using the EDP word is crossing the line. You're so here's the thing about arguments, Xvault. Here's the thing about arguments, Xvault. If you go off the topic, you lost. And not only you lost, you use a word from Adobe that actually destroyed your so-called career of YouTube. Because you're not only you're getting traction from Sir Bruv, but you got, oh no, it's Alice going after you. Not going after you, but since you said that word to a person who make this content, oh no, it's Alex made a video about you. Fritanga made a video about you. I look on YouTube and Gamester is making a video about you. Now you got probably one of the nicest salt creator who is, I think I'm actually fair, but I don't see myself as a nice, like as a salt creator, but at least make good points. I don't think, oh no, it's Alex and Fritanga know I exist on YouTube. I mean, they know I exist, but they don't think I make this type of content. You got me, who is on the bottom of the barrel, going to make content off of you, because this is going to get views, because they want to hear my opinion on what you did. And wait until the end of the part so I can explain to you what pony salt is, what the salt content is. What you do not make salt content. If you want to come by to my stream tomorrow, you're more than happy to. Hopefully tomorrow.
Firstly, why not just leave the point as it was? This isn't Spider-Man. Expectations shouldn't have been that high. Why not? Why throw in the you nonce at the end of it? That right there, despite what you think the word means is a different thing. Like, you are accountable for what you say, right?
It's like this. If I said that word to Sir Bruv and he told me what that word is, I'm going to try to do a video call with him or a call on Discord and apologize to him personally. That's what I would have done. Hey, I didn't know what the word is. That's my bad. I thought it was mean something different. But now, since he told me, I will never use that word in my whole entire life.
Right, that's one level to this. Secondly, he calls me stupid time and time again, states I have a low IQ, while then admitting to being like a 5-year-old, just throwing around words.
Didn't you call me Gilbert in your video, and now you are upset over EDP, or what was it? I don't even know the other one. They talk about low IQ. So let me get this straight. You called him EDP, and you're mad because he called you Gilbert? First of all, it's Gobert, the Temu version. No, you know what? You know what? I'm going to save that for the stream. That's crazy.
That he doesn't know what they mean, right? But the most important part of all this is when he realized, let's just say for the sake of argument, in fact, let me show you his tweet. This was what he said in response to finding out what it meant.
Actually didn't. Not only you don't take breaks during your conversation, but you could have said didn't know. Actually didn't know. It meant that. It actually read, actually did not know it meant that, to be honest. Bam Bam Bigelow from Temu is then. Do you proofread anything? Do you use Grammarly? Do you use... Don't tell me you got an Apple iPhone, because they do not do they do not do autocorrection correctly. Do you ask Google to type it? Do you next time just use the voice, please? Please. Let's use text to speak. Actually didn't know it meant that. to be honest. That was it should have said.
Now, okay, let's just say, for the sake of this argument, he's telling the truth, and he didn't know what nonce meant. Let's just assume he thought it meant something else.
Then apologize. Man up, apologize. Tell him to go on a video call or voice chat and say, you know what, my bad. I apologize. I didn't know what that meant. And then I think he would say, you know what, it's good. You're in America. There's words that I won't use as well.
When you find out that you've inadvertently called someone that, with all, publicly.
My bad.
You've called someone a PDF. You've called someone a child,
Adobe.
Right? What should be your first response to finding out that?
Call you up, ask for a video chat or a voice chat, apologize, make a tweet, say, yo, I didn't know. I called this cat. I apologize. Maybe the conversation would be like, you know what? It's all good. There's some stuff in America I don't know. I know the N-word is banned too, so I will never use that. Even though, yeah, it's stuff that you could have said. You could have called them up.
You would imagine that any decent human being would immediately apologize. We're just having a conversation about gaming over here, right?
Yeah. Why did it steer off of gaming and went to calling somebody EDP or using Adobe? That's crazy.
Have different opinions, Xvault. I called you out for some of yours. So you find out that you've calling me a nonce means something that is horrible, something that is the worst thing possible you could call someone. And Xvault's immediate reaction wasn't to apologize to me, wasn't to try and make it right. No. It was to instead call me something else.
Yeah.
Didn't know what it meant. So how about I call you this instead? That's the sort of man Xvault is.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
It's absolutely disgusting. So yeah, upon finding out that that's what it meant, he called me something else entirely. And then he proceeded to block me on Twitter after that, and then delete.
Don't tell me you block and delete this cat. Dude, I want to keep it real. Let's keep it 100% real, okay? These PlayStation fanboys cannot take criticism, so they just block the person. It is ridiculous. Y'all say I like to have honest conversation, but you go ahead and block the people that actually want to have an honest conversation because you know your arguments don't really stand on a firm ground. All you do is call somebody who he actually could sue you for defamation. Because I don't think you understand, but he's on a camera. He's making video using his face. Not only that, there could be people who actually search for people online by using AI generated stuff that will find his video. I don't know his real name, but people can actually find his real name that actually try to hire him, or it can actually put his job in jeopardy because they think he's EDP 445 or using Adobe. So now his job is in jeopardy. So he actually does have a right to put a lawsuit onto you for defamation because this console war, quote unquote, is the only thing that give you excitement. These are corporations who make plastic box for the low price of $500 or with PlayStation $700 without the disk drive, and you're trying to defend it like these companies give two flying fucks about you, and you want to cape for these companies? These fanboys, I don't care what fanboys it is. I don't care if it's PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, AMD, Intel, Nvidia, freaking Ford, Toyota, Honda, Razer, all these companies, they just trying to make money. They don't give a fuck about us. Yes, we have a passion about the product, but for you to go out of your way to call somebody EDP 445, make you a one of the piece of shit that you will ever have, that you will ever know. Now you are known to be one of the worst content creator that you will ever had, Xvault. You block the dude instead of having a conversation with the person. Nah, fuck this. Hold up. I'm about to cook real quick. You PlayStation fans are one of the worst fans out there. You got people who literally dox a patient for fucking console war, getting mad at kids who getting the Xbox on fucking Christmas. Who cares? I saw people getting PlayStation on Christmas. I don't give two flying fucks about that. I want them to be happy. And yet you're here dying on the ground and you're gonna call somebody EDP 445 Adobe user. Xvolt, you are the one that we making salt about. This is you calling him EDP 445, what's called Adobe user, is the salt. It's so ironic because the content that you make is one of the boringest things ever, and I literally try to sit there and watch, but you don't make salt content. You just get mad at stuff that makes sense when people tweet it. You think it's funny. Dude, you are one of the worst Sony fanboys out there. You're there with J-Tech when he went after, when he sent deep pics. You had people who didn't know when God of War came out, God of War Ragnarok, and then you had them sending deep pics to the creator and sending threats. These Sony fanboys. And we making fun of them. And now y'all want to cry about it? Get out of here with this stuff, Xvolt. Sony fanboys do the most, and that's with any fanboys. You got people who literally putting Tesla on fire because they don't like Elon Musk. I don't care what you think about Elon Musk or not. Why would you put something on fire that could risk somebody's life? This is something that I don't get with anybody. These are corporations that don't give two fucks about you. They don't know you exist. And yet you're making content and you're getting mad and you're going to call somebody EDP? Xvolt, I'm about to drill you tomorrow if I know I'm off, because I'm always on call. Because you deserve it. You brought this to yourself. I'm going to try to do it around 5. You know, I might put up I might do around 4 or 5. I might put up a YouTube video. I'm at YouTube thing about it. This is crazy. Yo, this actually got me mad. But anyways, I'm not going to edit this. I'm going to put it out there. Everybody's human. My name's Q. You have yourself a good day. I'm done with this shit.